They don't know quite what to do. Play the radio. Make sure the make sure you have the record player on at night, the phone. Make sure the kids hear word.
I eat extra sharp. That's what I eat.
Early in the morning, they went to the table with the black robe, the black shield, and they pulled out the votes. Those votes were put there a number of hours before the...
But I think the juxtaposition of that and the woman dancing in the shoe of that juxtaposition and the woman dancing in the shoe with the money flying at her.
Watch Hillary examine the terrain. Watch a campaign with the man Tim Kaine. Tim Kaine in the membrane. Tim Kaine in the brain.
You will file articles of impeachment against President Joe Biden.
Sam, if I could just get this sentence out. Sam, if I could get this out. Dore can go and kill 15 kids tomorrow. Jimmy Dore can go and kill 15 kids tomorrow. Jimmy Dore can go and kill 15 kids tomorrow. Jimmy Dore can go and kill 15 kids tomorrow. Jimmy Dore can go and kill 15 kids tomorrow. Jimmy Sam, if I could sentence out kids tomorrow, and I still believe in force the vote. Can go and kill 15 kids tomorrow. Jimmy Dore can go and kill 15 kids tomorrow. Jimmy Dore can go and kill 15 kids tomorrow. Jimmy Dore can go and kill 15 kids tomorrow, and I still believe in force the vote. I still believe in force the vote. Still believe in force the vote. Still believe in force the vote.
They're not accountable. Selling you out and canceling you for their own personal gain. They're fuckers who didn't show up today. They're fuckers. Vote. All those hashtag the vote. Hashtag the vote. Hashtag the voting. Hashtag the vote. Hashtag the vote. Hashtag the vote. Hashtag the vote. Hashtag is standing in between us and fucking healthcare. Fucking healthcare. Putting their fucking personal position ahead of that. Don't fucking ahead of that. Don't fucking forget that. Fucking forget.
Who are you talking about with that, Jimmy?
I'm talking about anybody who's a progressive in Congress who isn't endorsing hashtag the vote. Hashtag the vote. Hashtag the vote. Hashtag the vote. All those motherfuckers.
Against the worst candidate in the history of presidential politics puts pressure on me. Could you imagine if I lose my whole life? What am I going to do?
I'm going to say I lost to the worst candidate in the history of politics. I'm not going to feel so good. Maybe I'll have to leave the country. I don't know.
And this is just the beginning of America First.
I admit to always improving. I admit to always improving.
$7 million for reef fish management. $25 million to combat Asian carp. $2.5 million to count the number of amberjack fish in the Gulf of Mexico.
That you shouldn't talk about third party. Half the left literally calls the other half the dumb left, dumb left, dumb left, the 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 dumb. Any third party, calculating any value or interest. The dumb left, 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 for articulating any value or interest. Sam, if I could just get third party out. We could talk about Jimmy Durkin going to kill 15 kids tomorrow, and I still believe in force the vote. Sam, if I could just get the sentence out. We could talk about Jimmy Durkin going to kill 15 kids tomorrow, and I still believe in force the vote. Sam, if I could just get the sentence out. We could talk about Jimmy Durkin going to kill 15 kids tomorrow, and I still believe in force the vote. Sam, if I could just get the sentence out. We could talk about Jimmy Durkin going to kill 15 kids tomorrow, and I still believe in force the vote. Sam, if I could just get the sentence out. We could talk about Jimmy Durkin going to kill 15 kids tomorrow, and I still believe in force the vote. Sam, if I could just get the sentence out.
I eat extra sharp. That's what I eat.
Holy shit, it's almost ready. The show's about to start, and I'm not even ready. I'm so not ready, folks. What do I do? Oh, the intro music is over, and I'm still not ready. That's right, folks. Welcome to another episodic installation of I am not fucking ready for the goddamn. Just kidding. I'm ready, folks. I'm here, and I'm alive. That's all you need to know. The rest is, you can fill in the gaps. So I'm here, I'm alive, I'm ready. Look at me. Whoa, I'm Anyway, so how's it going? So I'm drinking some coffee today. Gotten some goddamn coffee in my goddamn. And we're doing some, we're working out from there. That's, starting fresh. We got some fresh covfefe. We got some fresh. Alright, time to check my goddamn phone. I gotta update my phone. Download. Alright, folks. Updating my goddamn. Alright. Whoop. Anyway, so what's up, folks? We are here once again. Max the dog. Max, where are ya? Max the dog. Everyone, it's Max the dog. Maxie, come on, buddy. Max the dog. It's Max the dog. Oh, Max the doggy dog. Look at him. Hi. Hey. Alright, folks, that's Max the dog. Alright, so we got a show here. We're doing a goddamn show. And, so we got a show going on. Got some dog-damned content, some motherfucking dog-ass dog. I got a fucking smudge on my goddamn. I got a smudge on my goddamn. I got a smudge on my goddamn. I got a smudge on my goddamn. Who the hell is in this chat room right now? Who the fuck? Alright. Let's get into it. So yesterday was day 125 of protests in the city of Elizabeth City, North Carolina, in the county of Pasquotank County, North Carolina, over the police execution of Andrew Brown Jr. on April 21st, 2021, shot in the back of the head while he was unarmed by 7 sheriff deputies of the Pasquotank County Sheriff's Department. We have been protesting for 125 days straight, 0 breaks. There has been 0 days missing from the 125 days straight of demonstrations. And yesterday we marched all throughout downtown Elizabeth City, screaming for justice once again. Again, it's been 125 days, folks. This is a daily aspect of life in Elizabeth City. If you are driving through Elizabeth City, you are going to encounter protesters. You're going to encounter people that are demanding change. They're demanding accountability. They're demanding that if you shoot someone in the back of the head, that you at least go to trial. If I shot a sheriff deputy in the back of the head, I would be locked up in jail for life. So how come they can shoot someone else in the back of the head and that's just perfectly acceptable? The answer is it's not acceptable for anyone to murder another human being. That is not how the world works. We live in a society, folks, and we got to start really acting like that. So it has been 125 days since, well, 126 now as of this morning, but it's been 125 days of demonstrations since Andrew Brown Jr. was shot in the back of the head by 7 cowardly sheriff deputies. I would like to remind everyone that stray bullets from these sheriff deputies, because they're so garbage at their jobs, stray bullets entered their own cars. That's right, they shot themselves. And stray bullets went into a neighbor's house, going through several walls and only being stopped by a metallic crock pot in the kitchen. This is the world that you live in when you live in Elizabeth City, North Carolina. At any point, you can just be waking up, getting yourself a cup of coffee, and bullets will just come storming through your walls, and there's no accountability. I would like to remind everyone of the case of Breonna Taylor in Kentucky, right? The only charge that was given was because an officer missed. They failed to kill Breonna Taylor. They were charged because they did not kill Breonna Taylor. The officers that shot and killed Breonna Taylor, mission accomplished. You did it, Jack. But the one who missed got charged. And what did they get charged with? Wanton endangerment, because the bullet that they missed, the kill shot for, they missed, and it went into a neighboring apartment building, right? So why isn't that being used in this case here, right? When you miss the shot and you almost kill another random person, it's all good. Good job. When you miss the shot and almost kill another sheriff deputy, hell yes. Great job. This is the world you live in when you live in Elizabeth City, North Carolina. And it's unacceptable. This behavior cannot be tolerated. And Elizabeth City residents for the last 125 days have been standing up saying that this is not tolerable. We cannot tolerate this kind of behavior in our city, in our town, in our small little pocket of northeastern North Carolina. It is unacceptable. It cannot and will not be accepted under any circumstance, right? Because if you allow human beings to go ahead and shoot other human beings for fun, for sport, like they're Teddy Roosevelt hunting for elephants in the 19 whatever the fucks. When was he? I don't remember. Don't get me started on Teddy Roosevelt. But 18 whatever the fucks. You know, like, this isn't how the world works. You don't just get to become a cop and then, oh, let's go out and kill some black people. That's not how the world works. But that's how it works in Pasquotank County Sheriff's Department. Tommy Wooten, that's his world. He allows that to take place. How come he hasn't arrested Robert Morgan or Daniel Meese or Aaron Llewellyn? How come they are still not only employed, but how come they haven't been arrested? How come they haven't had other sheriff deputies march to their door in the back of a pickup truck with long guns ready to shoot their neighbors? Why? Because they get a free pass. They can murder whoever they want for fun, for sport, and get away with it. Because we do not live in a society of rules. We live in a society of controlled chaos. And those controlling the chaos are the ones in charge. The cops, the police, the politicians, the district attorneys. They're all working together and they're hunting us for sport. Why do you think there is a war on drugs? A Controlled Substances Act? Huh? Huh? You're telling me that someone, a human grown adult, is for whatever reason incapable of making their own decisions? They can't smoke weed? What? They can't snort cocaine if they want to? What? I can't consume a pill of something that I wasn't prescribed? Why not? I'm an adult human being. But of course, they don't care about your rights. They don't care about your abilities and your rights as a human being to control your own consciousness. All they care about is hunting you for sport. And sometimes that means enslaving you in prison for no reason. Oh, you smoked weed. I've been in courtrooms, right? When I had my court date, I was sitting in there. They sentence people to upwards of years in jail for having less than an ounce of marijuana. Like 5 grams of weed. But it's the 3rd time you got caught with 5 grams of weed. 5 years in prison. In prison for weed. What? It's a joke. The world we live in is a joke. Those in power treat us like ants, like dolls, like toys, for their own amusement and pleasure. And we need to start standing up for ourselves because this shit is unacceptable. And Elizabeth City has shown 125 days, and we're not going to forget what happened here. We won't forget what happened here because as soon as we do forget, they're going to go out there and they're going to do it again. Anyway, so I got my little soapbox speech. Uh-oh, Matt Strackbone, I just got called out on air on the Ben Dixon Show. Destroyed. They compared Rebecca's hair to Homie the Clown, and she said, Letterhack, don't even touch it. I will fight everybody. Well, you can touch my hair at any time, Letterhack. It's okay. Yo, Bob, what's up? I read yesterday that you're not sleeping too well. How's that going? Hello, Joe Chen. Hello, Cornelius. Hello, Catherine Elizabeth. Hello, Paladin. Hello, Mila. Hello, Bob. Hello, other Bob. Hello, Joe Chen. Hello, Felix. Hello, Catherine. Hello, Bob. Hello, Abner. Hello, Mila. Hello, Sal. Hello, Mr. Free Glitcher. Hello, Bob. Hello, Bob. Hello, Mila. Hello, Paladin. Hello, Mila. Hello, Joe Chen. Hello, Mila. Hello, Mr. Free Glitcher. Hello, New World. Hello, Catherine. Hello, Mila. Hello, Joe Chen. Hello, Mila. Hello, Catherine. Hello, Jay Creates. Hello, Sal. Hello, Mila. Hello, Bob. Hello, Paladin. Hello, Mila. Hello, Sal. Hello, Catherine. Hello, Mila. Hello, Felix. Hello, Paladin. Hello, Mila. Hello, Joe Chen. I saw you retracted a message, but it's still in the same order. Hello, Mr. Freak. Hello, Catherine. Hello, Felix. Hello, Mila. Hello, New World. Hello, Joe Chen. Hello, Brian. Hello, Jay Creates. Hello, Jay Creates. Hello, Mila. Hello, Joe Chen. Hello, Mr. Freak Glitcher. Hello, Bob Kermody. Hello, Mila Rasson. Hello, Mila Rasan. Hello, Bob. Hello, Felix Cornelius. Hello, New World Global Community. Hello, Freak Glitcher. Hello, Paladin Alexander Anderson. Hello, New World Global Community. Hello, Felix. Hello, Sal. Hello, Bob. Hello, Sal. Hello, Catherine. Hello, New World. Hello, Paladin. Hello, Jay Creates. Hello, Sal. Hello, Mila. Am I going to do this for the rest of the chat? I'm done. I give up. Didn't even get to everyone, but I tried my best. You gotta get in early, otherwise can't do it. So if you got in late, sorry, but I'm not gonna say hello to you. You have to pay for that. Give me a super chat. You want me to say hi to you? You want me to say hi to you? Cough up the cash, buddy. That's not shit that I give away for free. Hello, Warren. Are you my new friend? Is this your first time watching? I don't recognize you. Hello, Des Tiny is a girl's name. What's up? Hello, number 1, Max the dog appreciator. Alright, folks. Hello, Only Jake. Hello, Remade Posthuman. Hello, Matthew Strackboon. Hello, End Daffodil. Oh shit, my phone's got an exclamation point. Download failed. Y'all, download failed. I'm trying to update my phone. The download's been failed. It failed, folks. It's over. It's gone. Play Doom? No. Can we get a Destiny update? Is he still high? Hopefully. Yes, it is your first time watching? Well, you got a good show. You got a good ass, motherfucking ass, son of a bitch ass, motherfucking ass, goddamn shit fucking show. Alright, folks. We gotta go. I'm gonna get into a lot of internet drama. I mean, that's just like we're in another one of those phases where it's so fun. Alright, folks. So, the dumb left strikes again, folks. That's right. I'm your host, Andrea. I host the I Love Democrats News Hour, where, you know, we just finished our segment about how AOC is a progressive champion, and she's really fighting, and I don't know what she's fighting for, but God, I love her. And, you know, Joe Biden, you know, he's just a great guy. You ever see him eat ice cream? God damn. But anyway, so I got a comment on Brianna Joy Gray once again. So, the Bad Faith Podcast. So I'm on her page. I'm still following her because it's hard. This is a hard button to click, folks, but I'm still doing it. You might like Snapdragon. Okay, well, I don't know what that is. Virgil, Texas. Huh. Co-host of the Bad Faith Pod. Let's check out Virgil, Texas. June 8th. Folks, where's Virgil, Texas? But anyway, so Brianna Joy Gray, episode 100. I don't know. You'd think, oh, you're 100 episodes in. Awesome. You've done 100 episodes of your show. Where's your co-host on? Are you going to get them on to celebrate? Are you going to get your co-host on to celebrate 100 episodes of Bad Faith? Right? Like, I mean, that's just me.
Honestly, Sam, if I could just get this sentence out. We can talk about Jimmy Dore can go and kill 15 kids tomorrow, and I still believe in force the vote.
Alright, so she's done it again, folks. Pin tweet. Let's get it?
Left thinks that you shouldn't talk about third parties. Half the left literally calls the other half the dumb left for articulating any value or interest in third party candidacies.
Okay, so first of all, the idea that this is half. This is the same shit Republicans do when they complain, oh, half the country voted for Donald Trump, I'll have you know. No, half the country did not vote for Donald Trump. It's really only like 20 to 25%. It's just that they're really loud and really annoying. Oh, but half the country supports Republican politicians. No, it's only like maybe at the very most 30%, but even then, not even close. So the idea that it's half the left that calls the other, it's just split right down the middle. 50% of left-wingers polled want to do a third party. 50% polled calls them dumb left. Split down the middle. Scientific poll. Anyway, let's watch.
Half the left thinks that you shouldn't talk about third parties. Half the left literally calls the other half the dumb left for articulating any value or interest.
By the way, shout outs to the late Michael Brooks for the phrase dumb left. It's really getting some good mileage in 2021. Now, let me tell you, this is some good stuff.
Third party candidacies. Half the left thinks that the other half of the left is monstrous villains who attack women of color for critiquing the efficacy of squad members. Right?
So, folks, like, I'm sorry, but like, imagine a world, right? Imagine a world where, like, your only understanding of Force the Vote is through the Bad Faith podcast. Like, you've never interacted with Jimmy Dore. You've never interacted with any of his fanboys. You've never seen any of my videos. Right? You're just watching, you supported the Bernie campaign, you followed her because she was the whatever, right? And it's like, oh yeah, the Force the Vote sounds like a decent idea. Like, you might genuinely think that there is this, that there are people out there, like a G-Hive or something, going out there saying, if you support third parties, you're a dumb. Not to be confused with the lollipop, right? When in reality, it's the other way around, right? It's the Force the Vote people that are going out there, attacking anyone who disagrees with them, lying about them. I've been called an establishment shill. I've said, people have wrote novels on my YouTube channel saying that I cheerlead Democrats and my entire YouTube career is about, like, supporting AOC or something. They literally, they think that, right? And so there is a side, and it's not half. It's certainly not half. It's maybe like 10%. Now, first of all, we have to define what the left is. What is the left? Anyone who is maybe to the left on policy of the Democratic Party? Well, if that's the case, I've got news for you. 5% maximum of those people are Force the Voters. And that, like, you might be asking, where's the proof? Look at the Force the Vote march. Look at the March for Medicare for All. No one attended these events because they were hosted and ran by Force the Voters, and no one likes them. So it's certainly not half, right? And then also, I just played Jimmy Dore video from yesterday of him basically saying Bernie's an establishment tool cuck loser. How is that critiquing the efficacy of squad members? It's not. It's being a weirdo. Now again, I disagree with a lot of what Bernie Sanders has to say. But you know what? I've moved on. My focus is on direct action and then also making fun of stupid people on the internet. That's what my focus on is politically. Is what's actually happening in the real world. And then also taking some time out of my day every once in a while to make fun of some stupid ass motherfuckers. Because we all need a little bit of comedic relief.
Right? One might call them the institutional left, is doing the work.
One might call them, many people are saying. I'm not saying this, but it's many people. There's many people, and they say, it's a 5-year-old who told me. They said that it's many people, and they're telling me that's... One might call them the institutional left. Again, this is like... If you advocate for direct action, protesting the government, mutual aid, you're an institutionalist. You support the Democratic Party. You have to support a third party or else you're an institutionalist. If you think, oh, we should just abandon electoral politics and instead organize, like, let's say a tenant union or, like, you know, like a labor unions or anything like that. Nah. That's institutionalism. You gotta support the People's Party, or else you're a Democratic shill. It's a binary, folks.
I would argue of backing people away from exactly those strategies that would create fear that is useful for us. And they're doing it under the cover of saying, well, we have all of these team players on the inside. We have to protect them now.
No one has said that. Zero people in the world ever in human history have said we got to protect AOC because we have team players. By the way, this is where we get into Soundbiker. AOC, we gotta protect her. Oh, everything she says is amazing, and I love her because she said Medicare for all. We gotta protect. No one says that. 0% of the human population in the history of the world, both looking forward and looking backward, right? They have ever said that. No one thinks that. It's, yes, we have people that are in favor of Medicare for all in Congress, so let's ignore them and support them when they do good things, and then attack the corporate Democrats like Steny Hoyer, Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, etc. Like, there are 435 members of the House of Representatives, 535 members of Congress total, and you choose the 5 or 6 that are on our side as the ones that are the main characters, the villains. That would be like, let's assume we're watching like Dragon Ball Z, also known as Dragon Ball Z, right? Let's assume we're in like the Cell Saga, right? Now imagine there's Cell, right? I'm Cell. And instead of focusing on like, you know, saving the world from Cell, you're out there like, you know, like, I don't know, patrolling the streets for someone who's smoking weed. Bro, Cell is right there. He's about to destroy the fucking universe, and you're out there going after someone for smoking weed? What are you doing? Like, he's right there. He's about to use the Kamehameha, like the world's about to explode, and you're out there doing this stupid shit.
The House discourse is silly, but when people say, okay, well, my critique of Hassan Piker, and this is a critique that I've seen that I'm articulating. You know, I'm not... You know,
many people are saying. This is something that I saw. They called me on the phone. Where is my phone? I threw it earlier. They called me on the phone. They say, many people, that's what they say. They say, so I want you, so, now, I don't know where I just, many people are saying this, and then you can tell us someone else that many people are saying, but some people are saying that Hassan has a house, and that's good, because he didn't support forced abortion. I'm not saying that. And then she puts the phone down. So someone told me that someone else, you know, my friends, brothers, mother-in-laws, cousins, best friends, bridesmaids, fucking, you know, car mechanics, you know, guy got an oil change, and while he was there, he was talking to someone in the lobby who happened to know a guy who knew someone who might have thought something, who time traveled at one point, and then they spoke to someone in, like, you know, the year 2143, and then they put that message in a bottle, and then they used, like, the space-time vortex, and then they traveled it, but they overshot it, and then they you know, my grandfather found it, you know, because it went back in time too far, and then he passed it down a couple generations, but then my grandfather died, and then when he passed it down, it turned out that person was adopted, and wasn't actually my real grandfather, and then just say that this is your opinion. Just let us know that this is what you're saying. You don't have to give us the many people are saying bullshit. No one cares.
Staking a claim here. But that, you know, because he is opposed to third parties, because he, generally speaking, is, you know, defensive of the squad members, because he wasn't supportive of efforts like Force the Vote, that is part of why we're frustrated that he has been able to earn so much money and buy this house, let's say.
This is her pinned tweet, folks. Pinned tweet. I don't know if you can see this. By the way, I still have this tab open. Where's Virgil Texas? Does anyone know? Anyway, this is her pinned tweet. Crying about Hassan Piker's house and being mad at the dumb left term. Like, imagine. You don't have Twitter. Let's say you like, supported Bernie Sanders. You don't have Twitter. And you go like, huh. I wonder what, like, the press secretary for the Bernie campaign's up to. Let me make a Twitter account. And then this is the tweet you find. Some guy on Twitch bought a house and he didn't support Force the Vote.
And that the people who are doing the best in the left ecosystem are the people, not frankly Jimmy Dore, he's an outlier there, I'd say, but are the people who have kind of closed ranks around lefty institutional actors, perhaps for access reasons, perhaps who knows why.
Like this is such a huge conspiracy theory, and this is why I say QAnon is like Force the Vote, right? Like, saying AOC is the closest ally we have in Congress, but she's wrong a lot and we have to push her when she's wrong, but also there's 428 members of Congress that are members of the House that are probably better targets for this. Those are very logical opinions, but when in Brianna Joy Gray's fantasy world, it's like, oh, they're institutional lefties, they're doing this for access. Access to what? What are they accessing? If you were doing stuff for access, you know what you would do? You would back up Nancy Pelosi, Steny Hoyer, all those fucking goofballs. That's who you'd be backing up if you wanted access. Yeah, let me support the least popular member of Congress. There you go. The least effective, the one with the lowest amount of power. There you go. That's who I'm going to hitch my wagon to. What? For access? Where's the access? Does anyone know?
It could be sincere sympathies. But that's part of what's motivating, I think, this fracture. It's not all superficial.
When I went to seminary, I went to Harvard Divinity School. I lived in Roxbury, and I commuted.
So now we have Chris Hedges giving us his life story. Let's check it out.
Into Cambridge every day. And that's where I say I learned to hate liberals. Well, all these people sitting around talking about empowering.
It's funny because Brianna Joy Gray is a textbook liberal. What is a liberal? Right? Like, let's really, really play this out. Brianna Joy Gray is a corporate lawyer. She worked on a presidential campaign. Right? She only talks about legislation. And she only talks about how to enact certain pieces of legislation within the congressional system. That's a liberal, folks. I'm sorry. This bitch is a liberal. I'm sorry for saying the word bitch. I have a potty mouth. She is a liberal. Is she going out there advocating for direct action? Is she going out there marching in the streets? Is she going out there getting arrested at protests? No! She's a liberal. Did she even go to the March for Medicare for All? No! She's a liberal. She's a liberal that adopts this weird social democrat aesthetic. And she's barely a social democrat because she doesn't even support social democratic politicians. She is not a socialist. She is not a communist. By the way, doesn't she work for Current Affairs? Where was she on the recent Current Affairs drama? Nowhere to be found. She is not a socialist. She is a liberal. But let's go on.
People they never met. They were flying off to Nicaragua to pick coffee a week with a Sandinista.
What the fuck does this have to... So, yeah, many people are saying Hassan Piker bought a house and he didn't support Force the Vote. And then Chris Hedges is like, let me tell you about this time some guy I met in college, he went to Nicaragua, and then he was like, you know what, and then my mother, and then I went to school, and then I got a lollipop at the store, and then I met, Hillary Clinton, who was still Hillary Rodham at the time, what the fuck? Yo, seriously, what is this? Like, does anyone know? Like, what am I watching?
And coming back and talking about it for the rest of the semester. Those are the kind of activists you're speaking about, boutique activists who have traditionally been and remain utterly irrelevant, not important, and not worth your time your energy even responding to.
Wait, bad faith with Brianna Joy Gray and Virgil Texas. Let me go look up this Virgil Texas guy. Public intellectual. Well, if he's such a public intellectual, let me look him up. Look him up on Google. Whoa. Whoa, folks. What is this? What is going on here? Like, seriously, why would you still have that shit in your graphics? Like, the guy's been gonzo for like 3 months, and like, why? Like, I wouldn't want to be associated with that, right? Like, it's one thing if you're old, you don't want to update your old shows or whatever. That's one thing. But imagine you haven't changed the outro promo card. It still says fucking Virgil Texas. I'm dead, dude. I'm dead. I'm fucking dead. I'm dead. I'm gonna die. I'm dead, and I'm dying, and I'm a dead dog woofing. Like, I don't even know what to tell you. But I think, this shit is hilarious. So I really wanted to touch on it. But again, the Force the Voters, they literally live in a conspiracy world. They think it's literally like the Republican QAnon thing. They think they're the silent majority or something, when they're all delusional. And I wanted to talk about another one that was delusional too. And this one I don't think I've ever mentioned this guy on my show before. But we're cracking it open. We're popping the cork on this one, folks. Because it's brutal. This clip went viral yesterday on Twitter, and it is brutal. It is brutal, folks. Alright. Are you ready for this? Woo! Actually, real quick, while we're still on the subject of bad faith, check out their Patreon page. Which, by the way, oh shit, they're raking in some more cash. This is a problem, folks. Alright, y'all. So I'd like to announce an update. So the Bad Faith Patreon is back up to $28,000 per month. They've in fact somehow managed to make even more money than the original goal on my Patreon. They lost a couple hundred and then they brought it back. So now we're going to have to update this number. But folks, I wanted to talk about this. You might be thinking, Patronizer? Patronizer plus Super Patronizer, guess what, folks? It's happening. It happened. We have added, I don't know who we is, but we have added the Hyper Patronizer tier on Patreon.com. The Hyper Patronizer, folks. If it's super is not enough for you, and you need to become a Hyper Patronizer, you will actually get a reward. Because I came up with this as I was typing in the box. I came up with it. So it says, whatever else in the other ones, but with extra love and care. Maybe I'll put you in the podcast scrolling text or something. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll do that. I was literally blogging and I came up with an idea. So you see this scrolling text, folks? You see this? I will start putting the Hyper Patronizers in the scrolling text. I'm offering you one hell of a deal, folks. That's one hell of a deal. So, and it looks like Bad Faith Podcast is really kicking into high gear. So we got to do something about this. Otherwise, we're gonna get destroyed. So I don't know who we is, but we got to really work together on this one. I spend too much time on the Force the Vote stuff. I disagree because it's really funny. Like I said, I have two main things on my show. One, talking about actual politics, what real world people actually think, and two, making fun of stupid people. That's the show. So, yeah, do I get carried away sometimes? Sure. But that's the show, so I don't know what to tell you. It's a good show. It's a good show. I changed the super the other day, now there's a higher tier. Hey. Think about it, though. Think about it. I'm just saying, think about it. Hyper Patronizer. This is one hell of a goddamn. The Ultra Super Patronizer. We'll see. Anyway, folks, I really wanted to go deep in on this one because this shit is crazy. So I spend a lot of time on my show talking about how Bernie Sanders is probably the best human being who's ever existed. AOC is the smartest, bravest politician ever. And let's be real, everything she's ever said has been 100% accurate. She has never made a mistake. She never will make a mistake. And she is a freedom fighter, folks. She is amazing. And she's just all around a great person. And so with that being said, I want to delve into how close the QAnon and Force the Vote conspiracy theory networks are getting. Right? And this is part one. Right? So I have not talked about this guy on my show before because he's irrelevant. But I saw this clip because it was being posted by the Fred Hampton Leftist show. And it's brutal. Like, this is some brutal shit. Now, first of all, I want to talk about the text here. There's only 2 people in America that could get a general strike going on their own, Bernie and AOC. But because they're co-opted by the Democrats, they don't use their power for good. Alright, so I have known who this guy was for a while. And I thought he was not as bad as a lot of the other Fred Hampton leftist Force the Vote kind of weirdos, right? Until I saw this. And this is when I was like, yep, I should have known better. Right? So this is a guy whose entire show is about calling for a general strike. Awesome. That's great. But imagine calling for a general strike, but instead of advocating for labor unionizing, instead of working on tenant unions, instead of like working on protesting, instead of working on organizing for campaigns to meet new people so that you can, you know, get deeper in with connections and then learn how other people operate and then get contact lists and then form unions and organizations that are about bringing other unions and all kinds. Instead of doing that, right? Fuck all the hard work. Let's talk about Bernie and AOC. Now, I really, like, one of my favorite parts about this clip, right, is not only is the content hilarious, right? It is hilarious shit. But second of all, the first couple frames where this guy is like pontificating, like he really is deep in thought. Like this guy is like, yes, I've come up with the best idea in the world. What if... Now again, Force the Vote is a conspiracy theory network that revolves around the idea that Bernie, AOC, and the squad have unlimited power and they choose not to use it. It basically, if you have a 5 block of members in the House, you can do whatever you want. It's like a cheat code. It's like IDDQD in Doom, right? You just get those 5 members, right? You just pull the lever, you switch to page 4 in the Congressional Handbook, and then you just like, you know, do like a Naruto summon, you put your thumbprint that's bloody on the thing, and then boom, healthcare for all, right? But in this case, it's a general strike, right? So this guy's deep in thought. A general strike. How are we going to do that? Oh, I know. Bernie and AOC?
Put it this way.
Oh, God, the audio. We're booming the audio, folks. All right, let's summon the goddamn healthcare.
Put it this way. Imagine having the power. You said about AOC. Imagine if she was tweeting. How I phrase the question is, imagine having the power to create or get the ball rolling, like really rolling on general strike, and you don't take advantage of that.
Now, again, the pontificating, like this guy's like, he's been deep in thought, you know, he's been like really just thinking about this, you know, like for the last like couple of years, even before AOC, like he's really just dedicated so much of his life. He's, you know, he's like, you know, every night he's sitting by the candlelight next to his like fucking giant like, you know, castle of like library books, you know, like swilling his little fucking glass of scotch. He's got the glasses on, he's got like the book open, the quill pen ink, you know, it's like kind of leaking all over the desk, and he's crying himself. He's like, I didn't want it to be this way, but I finally realized that the only way to get a general strike is by begging politicians. Like, again, that's my problem with these motherfuckers. Is like, they literally will talk direct action, mutual aid, we're gonna do this, unions, we're gonna do organizing, we're gonna organize, we're gonna force the vote, but all of it is funneled through politicians. It's like, instead of getting a funnel, right, which is just like, you know, like the little thing and then it goes like that, imagine you get a funnel which is like this, but it's like one of those crazy straws, that you get at like those like restaurants or whatever when you're like 3 years old, like Crazy Straws, where it goes like woo, right, and then it goes like under your leg, and then like it goes out of the cup. There's a part where like the cup has a hole in it, and then the straw goes out of the cup and then back into the cup, and then it goes to the other cup, and then it like that's what this is. But at the end of the day, it all like everything they advocate for has to have something to do with politicians. Now let's go through this fantasy scenario. Bernie Sanders says, all right, we're going to have a general strike. You know what happens? Nothing. Because we don't have unions. We don't have labor organizations that have actual political power. Who's going to pay the workers? The entire United States workforce is going to go on strike. Great. So how are they going to feed their kids the next day? Anyone?
That's to me is the thing.
This is like the big ideas, folks. The big ideas. Like, look, deep in thought. Again, I just really want you to look at the body language because it's so funny.
Put it this way: imagine having the power. You said about AOC. Imagine if she was tweeting. How I phrase the question is: imagine having the power to create or get the ball rolling, like really rolling on general strike, and you don't take advantage of that. That's to me is the thing. Is the critique I would have for AOC is that, and Bernie Sanders to be quite frank with you, is that you have the power.
He's being frank, folks.
Like literally, Bernie Sanders and AOC have the power, have the gravitas that they can literally get a general strike.
They you heard it here, folks. All Bernie Sanders needs to do is do the fucking Naruto jutsu, and then boom, out comes the general strike. And then we got this dumb motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly. They can do that, and they're just choosing not to do it.
Yup. Mm-hmm. Yup. Mm-hmm. That's right. Yup. Mm-hmm. I know everything you're saying is ridiculous, but yup. Mm-hmm. Yup. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yup. Like, do these people have any critical thinking skills at all? At all? Do they have anything going on in their brains at all? Okay, so Bernie Sanders, right? All he needs to do is, open the fucking 8 gates, right? And then what he's got to do is he's got to go Super Saiyan, right? And then he's going to go into, like, the fucking alternate dimensions, and he's going to, like, what is, like, seriously? They literally treat real life like it's an anime. And you just have to get that one level up. Like who's gotta go Sage mode in order to get healthcare for all? Like, I just don't fucking understand what this is. What are they saying?
Wanted us to go through the normal channels when the normal channels is
There are no normal channels. It's a general strike. It's one of the most intense things you could possibly be doing in a labor force, is getting the entire United States labor force, right, getting the healthcare workers, getting the airline workers, getting the fucking garbage collectors, getting the sewage management people, getting every single person out there, right, to work together to go on strike. That is one of the most abnormal things you could possibly suggest. But it's just, yeah, all you gotta do is, like, it's like a fucking national treasure, right? You just gotta pull out the secret brick, and then, oh, there's the cheat code.
Nothing but incrementalism. Look, we've been working on getting this voting thing right for 200 plus years. How is it we still having voting problems?
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like it's a incrementalism is the side dish to capitalism, especially predatory.
This is like something you put on the back of like a book jacket. Incrementalism is the side dish. Oh my God, I'm dead. Yo, I'm this has to be, I might use this for like the sound drops. Yo, this is so good.
Side dish to capitalism.
This has to be in the outro, folks.
It's a incrementalism is the side dish to to capitalism, especially predatory capitalism. It gives.
Oh, right. So, not incrementalism is a side dish to capitalism. It's one of multiple side dishes, right? But really, it is the main side dish of predatory capitalism, which is different than capitalism. I'm sorry. But again, like, I know, I really don't want to be out here, like, making fun of, like, stupid people online that much. And again, I give anyone any right to take any of my above it all content and make fun of it at any point. Go for it. If you think what I'm saying here is stupid and you want to do a critique, go for it. But I mean, like, this shit is, like, really, I mean, like, I gotta do it again. Like, this is so profound.
Incrementalism is the side dish to capitalism, especially predatory capitalism. It gives the illusion that you're doing something. Black people have been getting freed for how many hundreds of years?
I'm just like, I'm shocked. I am speechless. I am without speech. Like, this is shockingly stupid. Yes, incrementalism is stupid. Therefore, we should just beg politicians to save us? Like, and that's the problem, right? And that's the problem with all of these conspiracy theories, right? It is very profitable to be a content creator and sell someone a solution that does not work. It's like a diet pill. You just eat this pill and you'll lose weight. Well, what if you eat the pill and your weight stays the same? Or what if you gain weight? Well, you forgot to, lay on your side for 30 minutes after you ate the pill. It's, the humidity in the atmosphere, the moisture in your skin, And, like, there's always an excuse, right? But they try to sell you on an idea, and it's always a simple to understand idea, right? It's always, yep, this is the reason. It's AOC. She's the problem. You don't have healthcare because of AOC. It's not because, I don't know, thousands and thousands of years of, like, fucking kings and emperors stealing, gold and other fucking precious minerals and valuables from all across the planet and hoarding it into, like, Western white nations, right, over the course of thousands and thousands of years. It isn't because of genocide, of destroying cultures, and, it's not because of any of that at all. It's not because of global warming, corporations, capitalistic, predatory, primitive accumulation. There's never been any sort of evening out of the playing field at all. It's not because of that. It's because of Bernie Sanders and AOC. That's why you don't have healthcare. You don't have a general strike because of AOC. If AOC would just tweet general strike now, it's that simple. It's the cheat code, IDDQD. It's as simple as that. Right? Like, I really wish that the world were as simple as this. I really do. I really wish that Bernie and AOC could get a general strike going. But they can't. This isn't the world that we live in. Right? But it's hard to build an audience. Like myself, for example. It's difficult to build an audience while telling people the truth. Yeah, the world's complicated. There's a lot of moving parts. There is no cheat code. There is no get out of jail free card. No one is coming to save you. There are no heroes. You're on your own, Jack. Now please subscribe to my Patreon. That's hard. That's a hard sell. Why do you think I can't catch up to the Bad Faith Patreon page? Look at this. This is what happens when you sell people on the idea that a politician can save you if you beg hard enough. This is what happens when you tell the truth. Now, I don't want to be one of those people that goes out there and says, I'm telling the truth. But, it's very difficult to be, like, to go out there and give people, like, a show that they find entertaining or worth watching, and they go, like, wow, yeah, the world's fucked up. The world's fucked up. And that's why one of the things that I do on my show is I try to make this stuff funny. Because this is funny. We need to learn to laugh as a society. Like, we got some dumb motherfuckers out there spewing some trash. And we gotta, like, be able to, like, look at them and go, like, yeah, what the hell? Like, seriously, you think Bernie Sanders and AOC, both of them are gonna do, like, the fusion dance. They're gonna put the Patora earrings on, and they're gonna go, like, whoa! And then they're gonna, like, do the fusion dance, and then they're gonna use, like, the fucking jutsus, and they're gonna summon the toad out of the ground, and then that toad's gonna have a scroll on their tongue, and then, like, you know, you're gonna look and read the ancient scroll, and then, like, I don't know what the fuck this guy's talking about. I really don't. But, you know, how many likes? Yeah. 175 retweets, 842 likes. I mean, it's profitable to sell bullshit. It's profitable to sell bullshit. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what else to tell you. Like, I just... Like, I'm dead, folks. I'm dying. I'm dying. Like, I'm fucking dead. Like, I'm a dead dog woofing. Like, you see this dog behind me? That's gonna be me in a couple minutes here. Like, I'm just dead. Like, I'm gone, dude. Fuck. Folks, I mean, there's still too many stupid motherfuckers to talk about. There's just so many stupid ass motherfuckers. Okay. So, folks, I'm about to queue up another Force the Vote segment. I'm sorry. I know. Y'all don't want me to do this. Y'all don't know how much I don't want to be. I'm just kidding, folks. I really do love this shit. I love this shit a lot. It's so fun. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But it is fun as hell. Just queuing up the bullshit. Just queuing up the bullshit. Mila Rasan, $5. Force your senator to come back from recess and address gerrymandering before it's too late for real. Okay. Gerrymandering in North Carolina is going to be a disaster. There's no way around that. It's fucked. At this point, it's a morbid obsession. It really is, Felix. It really is. But sometimes, I'm just in the mood to laugh. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes I do shows and I'm going full doomer. I'm like, folks, the world's gonna fucking end. We're all gonna die. Like, the fucking floods and the fucking, there's gonna be, I don't know. We're all gonna die, right? And then sometimes I go on shows and I'm like, we're still all gonna die, but let's look at these goofballs. And this goofball, his name is Alex Jones, right? And so, I know. Another Force the Vote segment, you might be asking. What does Alex Jones and the Force the Vote cult have in common? Right? What do they all have in common? What am I looking at? Oh, right. We're looking at this fucking one. What does Jimmy Dore, Fiorella Isabel, Nico House, right, B43 Franco, what do all of these people have in common with Alex Jones? They are to the right of Donald Trump. Let's watch.
Got a bunch of medical doctors I want to play for you on this when we come back. But first, let's take President Trump, who I believe is a good person and who I really care about and who I want to see get a lot of good Republicans elected in the midterms and who I would love to see run again. We got to take him to the woodshed, though, because he came out last week on Fox and Friends and said, I really am suspicious of this booster shot. If this supposedly works so well, why do you need a booster shot? Because you got lied to, Trump. It didn't have 98% efficacy. We knew.
Okay, so I just want to be very clear. All of these people are crazy. They are killing people. Get the fucking vaccine. I got the vaccine. Remember? My arm was a little sore and then I was good to go. Get the fucking vaccine. I want to go to a movie theater. I want to go to a concert. I want to go to the beach. I want to go to like fucking anime conventions. I want to go to all this bullshit, but I can't because you stupid, dumb fuck, cocksucker motherfuckers are continuing to go on your fucking social media platforms and podcasts talking about how the vaccine's gonna do something. I want to live my fucking life. I want to go sit down at a restaurant and eat food. I want to send my kid to school. I don't have a kid, but when I have a kid, I want to send them to fucking school. Maybe I want to go to school. Maybe I'll enroll in college. I want to do all these things and more, but I can't because of these stupid ass, dumb, shit fuck for brains motherfuckers.
That's all right. You got your freedoms, but I happen to take the vaccine. If it doesn't work, you'll be the first to know, okay? I'll call up Alabama and say, hey, you know what? But it is working.
BS. Trump, that's a lie. You're not stupid. Just 2 weeks ago, they said it was 65%, then 40%. Saw a number put up about Pfizer shots, 30-something%. Because these ones.
So this guy's crazy. Alex Jones, to the right of Donald Trump. What does Fiorella Isabel have to say? Now, keep in mind, this is the day that the Pfizer vaccine gets full FDA approval. Get the fucking vaccine. I'm sick of this shit. There's no more, oh, but maybe if we're nice to the... Get the fucking vaccine. President Joe Biden, make it, like, illegal to be unvaccinated. I'm going full in it right now. Now, if you're immunocompromised or, like, you know, whatever, if you've got, a reason why you can't have the vaccine, great. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about Fiorella Isabel. I'm talking about Jimmy fucking Dore. Jimmy Dore is suggesting that people consume horse medication. But the vaccine's not good. Jimmy Dore got the vaccine. He got the vaccine. He's fine. He wants people to consume horse pills. Like, I just... Nico House, what are you doing? You're killing people. B43 Franco, this is another force the vote creep show. Anytime I tweet about the evidence about these experimental drugs. Do you know what an experimental drug is? High fructose corn syrup. And guess what? The experiment failed. In the 1970s and the 60s, right? We highly subsidized the corn industry, right? So that we could prevent food riots because people were going hungry. And so Richard Nixon's administration decided, you know what? Let's just put billions and billions and billions of dollars into corn subsidies. Then came high fructose corn syrup as a way to maybe feed people so that they wouldn't break windows and steal food from stores. Guess what? The experiment failed. People are dying earlier, right? Healthcare costs are rising. Diabetes is soaring. Obesity is soaring. Metabolic syndrome is soaring. 88% of Americans have an unhealthy metabolism. You want to talk about experimental drugs? Let's start with high fructose corn syrup. Let's examine what you put in your body, B43 Franco, you fucking moron. Right, but there's more. It's safe and effective, blah, 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 blah. Right, like seriously, like, I really, like, what is wrong? They are all on the same wavelength as Alex fucking Jones. QAnon, Alex Jones, and Force the Vote is the same thing. The material effect is the same thing. I don't care if you go on your show and go like, well, I would like everyone to have health care, but, you know, I don't give a fuck what you pontificate about on your show, alright? At the end of the day, you are trying to get people killed. This is murder. We need a vaccine mandate. I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of this shit. Every single day that Joe Biden refuses to mandate the vaccine is a day that I'm getting more and more down the doomer spiral. All of these motherfuckers are crazy. This shit could have been solved in 6 weeks. If in February, the entire world just said, yo, there's a virus, let's lock down. 6 weeks. By April of 2020, we would have been fine. But no, the dumb motherfuckers were like, you know what? I value profits over lives. That's what this is. Millions of people dead for capitalism. So that people can go work at their fucking department stores, sell their stupid crap to other people buying stupid crap. That's why the world is falling the fuck apart. Because of capitalism. Big corporations don't give a shit. They want the good little drones to die before they can collect their social security checks. And people like Alex Jones and Fiorella Isabel and Jimmy Dore and all these other Force the Vote Looney Tunes are all in the same fucking wavelength. They're all killing their own fucking fans, killing their followers families for a couple of crumbs. There is no difference between QAnon and Force the Vote, and you cannot convince me otherwise. Jesus fucking Christ. Anyway, folks, that's the show. And yes, I want to be very explicit that I am in favor of vaccine mandates. Just in case anyone, that's not a joke. I am not joking. I am not even being slightly satirical. I am 1000% in favor of vaccine mandates because I'm sick of this stupid ass shit. Anyway, that's the show. Force the Vote and Q are probably funded by the same people. Yeah, for sure, for sure. I mean, it's the same material effect. But anyway, that's the show. I know I get a little heated sometimes, but goddamn. So anyway, become a hyper patronizer and I will add you to the scrolling text. Do y'all want to be on the scrolling text? Look at it. Look at this. Do you want to be here? Because you could be here if you become a hyper patronizer. So consider it, folks. Something to consider. Anyway, thank y'all for watching. I'll be back in about 22 hours and 45 minutes. Yeah, that's all I got. Thank you for watching. Quincy Smith, Cornelius A, Non-Applicable, Sal Naran, thank you. Adarin J Creates, Joe Chen Mila, and Daffin, even though you're a little cringe. Catherine Elizabeth, thank you all. Hello Patty, goodbye Patty. Video Game Vision Quest, God bless all of y'all. Lazy Piece of Garbaggio, God bless your soul. Katie Sigma, thanks for showing.
I eat extra sharp. That's what I eat.
No, seriously, hot sauce. I've been eating a lot of hot sauce, a lot of raw peppers and hot sauce.
It's not that they don't want to help. They don't know quite what to do. Play the radio. Make sure the television, make sure you have the record player on at night. The phone. Make sure the kids hear word.
In case you don't know, and you haven't seen the latest polls, the American people hold the President of the United States in contempt. They hold this institution in contempt. They hold the Republican Party in contempt. They hold the Democratic Party in contempt. They think that maybe, given all of the crises facing this country, it's about time that there was some bold leadership here and that this institution made some hard choices. Who are you worried about? I'll tell you who I'm worried about. I'm worried about the fact that our workers are seeing a decline in their standard of living. They want to see our industry be rebuilt. That's what they want to see. No more B-2 bombers. No more Star Wars. Let's make the quality products we need. Let's invest in American industry. No, I won't yield.
And he's like this, and we were, I need water. Help me, I need water.
They're coming all over the place.
And he's like this, and we,
They're coming all over the place. Coming all over the place.
And he's like,
They're coming all over the place. Coming all over the place.
Early in the morning, they went to the table with the black robe, the black shield, and they pulled out the votes.
I don't wear masks like him. Every time you see him, he's got a mask. He could be speaking 200 feet away from it. He shows up with the biggest mask I've ever seen.
Everybody comes in your grandmother. 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 Everybody comes in your grandmother.
I would say, I'm not a I would say, I'm not a beta male. 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 Beta male. I'm not a beta male. You're a beta male.
Beta.
And by the way, I sit on the stand, and it get hot. I got hairy legs that turn legs. I got hairy legs. I learned about roaches. cats. If I learned about roaches, 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 I learned about kids jumping on my lap, on my lap, on my lap. And I've loved kids jumping on my lap. And I've loved kids jumping on my lap. And I've loved kids jumping on my lap.
No, seriously, hot sauce. I've been eating a lot of hot sauce, a lot of raw peppers and hot sauce.
And Corn Pop was a bad dude. And he ran a bunch of bad boys. And I did. And back in those days, you show how things have changed. And you walk to the car and say, you may cut me, man, but I'm going to wrap this chain around your head. I'm going to wrap this chain around your head. I'm going to wrap this chain around your head. I said, you this chain around your head. They don't know quite what to do. Say, you may cut me, man, but I'm going to wrap this chain around your head. I'm going to wrap this chain around your head. The record player on at night. The record player on at night. The record player on at night. Play the radio. Play the radio. The record player on at night.
So stupid. So stupid. Thank you. Thank you.
I hate the white man. He's of the devil. He was made in a cave in the worst parts of Europe, produced from the lowest forms of humanity.
Running against the worst candidate in the history of presidential politics puts pressure on me. Could you imagine if I lose my whole life? What am I going to do? I'm going to say, I lost to the worst candidate in the history of politics. I'm not going to feel so good. Maybe I'll have to leave the country. I don't know.
I don't know who created Pokemon Go. But I'm trying to figure out how we get them to have Pokemon go to the polls.
That was an opinion of somebody. That was an opinion of somebody. That was an opinion of somebody. And that was a retweet. I'll put it out there. People can decide for themselves. I don't take a position.
And I have a simple proposition here. I'm here to ask you for your help. Where I come from, you don't get far unless you ask. My name's Joe Biden. I'm a Democratic candidate for the United States Senate. Look me over. If you like what you see, help out. If not, vote for the other by.
And then they have cans of soup. Soup. And they throw the cans of soup. Bad deal. Should have never been thought of.